All right, what's going on, everyone? I just saw Bring Her Back, the new film from YouTubers turned directors Danny and Michael Philippou, and they did the movie Talk to Me a few years ago, and I really enjoyed Talk to Me. I thought it was creepy. It wasn't really too violent. They didn't really rely on the gore like they kind of do in this one. And Talk to Me, I thought the ending was great. I thought the whole premise was cool, and the whole story about it's like a common theme in these two movies is like loss and trauma and coping with that and the problems that it brings with it to the people who are left behind to deal with it. Because you got the main two people, you got Andy, who's played by Billy Barrett. I don't really know anything that he's from. And then it's Soar Wong, who plays Piper, who's his sister, she's mostly blind. She says that she can only see shapes and lights. So, and this is her first role. I looked at their IMDb. This is her first movie. And then Sally Hawkins is Laura, who's an ex-child protective services like counselor. So the main two kids, their dad dies, and then she takes them in as like a foster parent. Things aren't what they seem. And yeah, it's a pretty slow burn, I'd say. There is some freaky parts. There is a lot of more, like I said, there's a lot more gore in this one. A lot more body horror, I'd say. Like, they showed it in the trailer, but like the main Sally Hawkins character, Laura, there's like this tape that she's watching. It's got some like ritual on it that she's trying to recreate. And as you can tell from the title of the movie, you can probably infer what she's doing. And then the two kids get involved in all this stuff that's going down, and she's trying to like pin the two of them against each other and whatnot. But not to get too deep into it, but that's just like it's just like the surface level of what's going on. She also has this other kid this kid was like really good at. I think like in these two movies, they've cast pretty good kid actors, and I think you need to, especially the performances they need to put on, especially in the last movie, the kid who was like smashing his head against stuff and like mutilating himself, and there's kind of more of that in this movie. And so you need a really good kid actor, one that doesn't feel cheesy, one that you buy. And honestly, the stuff that the kid does is pretty crazy. Like, not to spoil anything, but he basically is playing like multiple characters, and he's like switching depending on like what's happening, and it's just very interesting. I feel like that kid's gonna be a pretty big actor one day. If he's pulling off this kind of character work now at this age, like, who knows, he could be like the next like Bill Skarsgård playing like the next Pennywise or something. Just how creepy he is and just the stuff he does. It's just really cool. I will say it is since it is a slow burn, you are kind of waiting. It's one of those horror movies where you're kind of, big things do happen throughout, but it's like a Hereditary, where it's kind of slow build and you're waiting for the last like 15 minutes for things to go down. And things do go down, but it's not like as crazy as you'd think. It's a pretty small film in terms of location. There's one main location throughout the whole movie, and they go to other places like in the beginning and the end, but it's mostly this one location with these four characters, just building the tension between them, building up the mystery of what exactly she's doing or what she's planning, why she adopted these kids. And yeah, it was pretty freaky. Again, some of the gore, even I was just like, ooh, ooh. Like, when it was going down, I was like, oh, that's pretty messed up. Some of the stuff, I was like, okay. I was like, now you're just kind of doing it to, just kind of hammering it home when you keep having someone, like, mutilate themselves, and they just keep doing it over and over again. You're like, all right, I get the point. But yeah, Sally Hawkins, I don't really know much off the top of my head. I know Shape of Water. I still have never seen that movie. I know, don't yell at me. But I mean, she was good as the crazy adoptive mother. Obviously, she's got, personal issues, and she's not just crazy for the sake of being crazy. She's got, she's gone through some things. Her mind's obviously not in the right place. Again, just like loss and trauma, just a theme for this movie, and the last one they did as well. I think overall it's a pretty good horror movie. I don't think it's as good as the first as Talk to Me. I'm not sure how well it'll do in the terms of the box office, but hopefully it does all right. I'm sure the budget was pretty low for this one, so I imagine they'll probably make their money back. No problem. Okay, and if I had to rate this movie, I'd probably give it a 3.5 out of 5. Because I did enjoy it, and I had expectations after their last movie. This one, kind of a letdown in some ways. The ending was kind of just like, meh. Some of the stuff was predictable. I feel like the mystery they were setting up was not really like solved. It was kind of just building tension between the three main characters at the end, quickly trying to like wrap everything up. But other than that, I enjoyed it. I don't regret going to see it in the theater. I think it'll be good to see with the crowd, maybe see with some friends as well. I went to a 4:30 showing. I did like the really early preview on a Thursday, and there was only like 2 other people in there, but I imagine on like a Friday night it'll probably be pretty packed. So, but yeah, let me know down below. Did you see Bring Her Back? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you think it was scary? Let me know. Hit the like button, subscribe. Peace.